Gentlemen, the next fight begins with the first fighter to enter the octagon. He is a WEF Cruiserweight champion. He is an expert in Muay Thai, kickboxing, submission fighting, grappling, and wrestling. He has a no-holds-barred record of 34-7-1. 26 years old, weighing in at 89 kilograms. Coming to us from the USA, from Forest Lake, Minnesota. Please welcome Dave Menne.
Okay, here he is, Dave Menne. A really soft-spoken gentleman. Really has got a great work ethic. Fought some of the best fighters in the business. He fought Matt Hughes. He fought Laverne Clark, who he beat twice. And he's a warrior. Equally adept, standing as well as on the ground. You know, he's been training for southpaw because he believes that Carlos Newton is, but I think Carlos might have switched back to orthodox, so that might go out the window.
An example of having to cover all your bases, you know, because these guys are so good, they'll probably be able to fight orthodox as well as southpaw.
And his opponent, who's ranked number 3 in the world in NHB fighting. He has a no-holds-barred record of 12-2. He is an expert in jiu-jitsu. He's 24 years old, weighing in at 87 kilograms. Coming to us from the British Virgin Islands, please welcome Carlos the Ronin Newton.
You know, I know he really likes to claim that he's really excited about his stand-up game, but Dave Menne can bang standing up.
Well, as I said, Steve, Carlos is intending to really take Menne out with punches. It's going to be interesting because, again, Newton is really, his strength would still have to be his grappling skills. But, hey, he's prepared. If he doesn't do it with punching, then he's quite prepared to take it to the ground and do the job there. And let's see, I mean, they're both obviously very conditioned athletes. This is going to be a war.
Yeah, I think that Dave Menne in the black trunks, full contact fighter brand, and Carlos Newton in the white trunks. John McCarthy counseling him, last minute instructions. And here we go.
Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on.
Okay, Menne versus Newton. Oh, there's the high kick by Menne, and Newton going for the body lock.
Took him straight. That was beautiful. Just stuck straight underneath. Obviously, Newton deciding the ground game is going to be his tactic already.
Oh, yeah. I think he was just bluffing with that stand-up talk. He's got the knee on chest, but now he's going for the side mount. Got him up against the fence. Menne, one of the most experienced fighters in the game, not rattled at all.
Just trying to keep him neutralized. Menne's just got Newton. But this is where they fill each other out. The experienced fighters will do this. They're not going to go flat out until they work out the weaknesses of the other fighter.
Now, they're conserving energy, but they got to get busy here. Only one 10-minute round.
Newton trying to get
shot
some
there by
distance
Carlos
now
Newton. And standing back up, Dave Menne is standing back up. And he might want to start throwing knees right here. And Carlos got that leg up to block the knees.
Menne going for a double leg, but again, Newton doing a bit of a sprawl there, using the side of the octagon.
It's interesting that Menne is on top in a loose guard by Carlos Newton. Carlos likes the guard, but I don't think Menne is going to fall sucker for an armbar real quick.
Oh, nice couple of quick shots there from Menne.
Now, Menne has gone the distance with Jose Pele Landi, handing him a very good loss.
Now he's got to be a little careful. Newton's trying to work there on that left arm of Menne. Be very careful. Go for that figure 4 arm lock.
Now, he's got an open guard. I think Menne might be well served to possibly work to stand back up from this position.
Well, he's not in any danger, though, at the moment, you know. As long as he stays balanced, keeps a good base, he's just got to be careful of getting swept. But Menne's using some nice little punches, just keep Newton conscious that that face is open.
Carlos is going to use that fence. Oh, nice knee to the face. Beautiful knees by Dave Menne.
Oh, that really hurt.
That was 3 right in a row, Richard.
Oh, they really stung. Once again, look at Newton. He's up there. Again, testimonial to the athletes these guys are. That would put an ordinary person out for a while.
That landed right on the butt. I think Newton's bleeding from the nose now.
Newton's
Menne
now
seized the opportunity. He saw, well, there it is. His face is wide open. Standing. Expect more punches and kicks now.
Look at Newton there. Look how he sucked that up, and he's just going right back at it again. Menne looks a little tired now. Took a bit out of him.
Nice left kick there by Menne. Right hand by Menne. He's slowly taking control. Carlos lunging
Left
in with
hook
a
by
hook.
Newton.
A little bit short on the punch. Body locked up on the fence.
Menne trying to take Newton down. He's got that rear position. There you go, Steve, as you said, using those knees into the thigh. Good weapon, because you cork that thigh, it makes the fighter, it makes it very difficult to put any weight on that front leg to put power into a punch. Nice takedown by Newton.
Excellent takedown by Newton, and he did it off of a right hand that missed. A little bit too high with the right hand by Menne, but Menne's got a good open guard here from the bottom. You get to see Carlos Newton working from someone's guard.
And you're right, Steve. Bit of a cut on Newton's nose at the moment. I think that knee, that was a good shot.
But he seemed to have recovered from it.
Very much so. Very much so.
Well, nice little chopping punches there by Menne from the guard.
Newton trying to pass his guard. He has passed the guard now.
And looks like Menne
going for an
is going,
armbar. He's going for an armbar.
but Menne's going for, okay.
Didn't quite have it, though. Menne, very experienced, just tucking that elbow in. Oh, he's got to be careful, though. He's got to be careful of that
He's got
arm.
to get out of there. Menne, real good defense against Carlos Newton's guard attempts at an armbar.
Menne's got to be careful. Like Newton's after that arm. You can see that.
Well, Menne's staying busier with the strikes. Newton's got opportunities here. We can throw little chopping punches every once in a while, but Menne is the one who's landing the more significant blows. Menne stands back up and goes for that kick. Nice shot.
Interesting, of course, the rules are, of course, you can kick the fighter as long as he's facing you on the ground. Oh, nice body shot there.
And good knee
Tempted
there by
knees,
Carlos
go behind by Newton. Newton throwing a nice defensive knee that time.
5 minutes.
Okay, he's got that single, and there they go. Menne on the bottom, loose guard again. Menne chopping away. This has been a tough match for both guys,
Yeah,
but I would have to say
certainly
Menne
has.
is getting control of the fight now, especially with those knees.
Definitely, but boy, he's wearing it all well, that's for sure. And this is the thing, if you can last that first period of the round, no telling where it could go from here. Because Menne, that takes a lot out of him. He's throwing those punches, but he's also paying a price in energy expenditure.
You know, it's interesting that Carlos Newton is fighting with a lot of energy, but he just arrived in Kuwait yesterday. So jet lag may be a factor.
It's got to be a factor. I mean, that jet lag, you know, without having a good week to acclimatize, it makes it very difficult on the fighters.
And I think he had a long flight coming from Toronto, Canada. But he's really got to get busy here to steal the round back from Dave Menne, who appears to be gotten stronger work done so far.
I think you're going to see Newton start to pick it up. Now you have the mount position with Newton. Bad position for Menne to be in. He's got good brace out there. He doesn't want to get rolled over.
It looks like Menne is spinning away from the fence, and that was a little knee there by Carlos Newton under the armpit. I've never seen that before. That was an interesting strike.
Notice how Newton's keeping his hips very high on Menne. That just stops the effectiveness of Menne's hips in order to do the umpire and destabilize Newton. Oh, now he's rolled him over.
Now that was a nice
reversal.
Beautiful
Nice
cobra
reversal
twist
of
there
position.
by Dave Menne. Up on top of Carlos now. Carlos open guard, trying to get some distance there with the hips.
Yeah, Menne loads those punches pretty well when he's in that top position.
Yeah, he really stayed close.
There's
now.
Newton
Carlos
going
trying to
for
go-
that armbar.
Trying to go high again. Menne keeping close, keeping real close to his belly.
Yeah, I notice that Menne's really got to watch that arm, because as soon as Newton gets any sort of inkling of that arm, he goes for that armbar. Newton moving those hips out.
But he should just stand up. He should just stand up and take his chances in a stand-up fight.
Yeah, I have a feeling, again, he's probably feeling like there's less energy to stay down there.
Could be, because you know as well as I do, Richard, when you're in close like that, you can really feel your opponent's strength, and you can feel their stamina right there.
And if, you know, one of the first things to go is your legs. You stand up and you feel those thighs pumping a lot of blood, using oxygen. This is again where Menne's got to be a little careful. Newton's very good at going for that arm. I mean, he's not in any danger at the moment, but Newton there hooking that foot under, trying maybe to get a sweep.
Well, Menne, to his credit, has never been submitted or knocked out in a mixed martial art fight. And he's fought some good fighters. Matt Hughes, nice sweep there by Carlos Newton. And back to standing. Carlos going for a knee.
Oh, both sides landing a couple of punches there.
They're duking it out. Oh! Nice high kick by Menne. Menne on top. That's Carlos Newton.
Nice kick to the head. And this is the thing. The fighters get tired, the hands drop, and then the tide can turn as quickly as you just saw just then.
That was a tremendous sequence of action, starting with a sweep from Carlos Newton. Got Menne back up, landed his knee, then they started slugging it out. Menne threw the kick, and bang, there it was. 1
minute left to go in this round here, Steve.
Okay.
Menne's scoring nicely with that right hand on top. He loads that fist up. Newton's job is to keep him close to his body, not let him load those punches. Notice he has his foot on his hips to try and keep him away a little bit.
Unless Carlos does something drastic, Richard, I think Menne has done enough to win the round. Because he hurt Carlos a couple times.
Yeah, that was. Look at these punches coming in. Very good at that. And
yeah, he's going body, head, body, head. Short chopping punches, building up points on the judges' scorecards.
Newton's got to really just protect himself from those punches, just smother the arms of Menne. Round nearly over.
Newton needs to do something significant here to really steal back this round. Might be too late. That's the end of the round. It seemed to me that Dave Menne got the better of the going in that first and only round, Richard.
I was just trying to work on. Dave Menne was telling the referee something in regard to Carlos Newton. I'm not sure what it was. Okay, the referee now, John McCarthy, going for the judge's decision. Of course, if they can't make a decision, it goes into a 5-minute overtime.
Okay, Richard, how do you score the fight?
Well, again, you'd have to say, Menne, just the effectiveness of those knees that caught Newton earlier on the fight, and of course that head kick that dropped him on his back, very telling blows. And I would say that to me, that would put it in David Menne's
He also
favor.
worked great defense against the armbar, because Carlos, when he gets the armbar on people, they tap.
Also, Menne loading those when he's in the top position there, you know, on the half guard or whatever, he really loads those punches up well. That right hand was scoring well on Newton as well. But I've got to tell you, Steve, once again, Newton sucked it up. Those knees caught him solid, and he was up there bouncing around like it never happened. You know, they used to say about fighters, you know, well, how come you don't feel it? Of course they feel it.
Okay,
it's what
and here
you
we
do
go
mentally.
to the judge's decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 minutes of extreme fighting, the judges have reached a unanimous decision. For the winner, David Menne!
Okay, there it is. Dave Menne advancing in the Kuwait Shidokan Jitsu Warriors #1 tournament with a unanimous decision over Carlos Newton.